Before Breakfast by Eugene O'Neill. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Before Breakfast by Eugene O'Neill.
Mrs. Rowland, read by Pat Redstone.
Narrated by Elizabeth Klett. Scene: a small room serving both as kitchen and dining room in a flat on Christopher Street, New York City. In the rear, to the right, a door leading to the outer hallway. On the left of the doorway, a sink and a two-burner gas stove. Over the stove, and extending to the left wall, a wooden closet for dishes, etc. On the left, two windows looking out on a fire-escape, where several potted plants are dying of neglect. Before the windows, a table covered with oilcloth. Two cane-bottomed chairs are placed by the table. Another stands against the wall to the right of door in rear. In the right wall, rear, a doorway leading into a bedroom. Farther forward, different articles of a man's and a woman's clothing are hung on pegs. A clothesline is strung from the left corner, rear, to the right wall, forward. It is about 8:30 in the morning, of a fine sunshiny day in the early fall. Mrs. Rowland enters from the bedroom, yawning, her hands still busy putting the finishing touches on a slovenly toilet, by sticking hairpins into her hair, which is bunched up in a drab-coloured mass on top of her round head. She is of medium height and inclined to a shapeless stoutness, accentuated by her formless blue dress, shabby and worn. Her face is characterless, with small regular features and eyes of a nondescript blue. There is a pinched expression about her eyes and nose, and her weak, spiteful mouth. She is in her early 20s, but looks much older. She comes to the middle of the room and yawns, stretching her arms to their full length. Her drowsy eyes stare about the room with the irritated look of one to whom a long sleep has not been a long rest. She goes wearily to the clothes hanging on the right, and takes an apron from a hook. She ties it about her waist, giving vent to an exasperated "Damn!" when the knot fails to obey her clumsy fingers. Finally gets it tied and goes slowly to the gas stove and lights one burner. She fills the coffee-pot at the sink and sets it over the flame. Then slumps down into a chair by the table and puts a hand over her forehead, as if she were suffering from headache. Suddenly her face brightens as though she had remembered something, and she casts a quick glance at the dish-closet, then looks sharply at the bedroom door, and listens intently for a moment or so.
"Alfred! Alfred!"
There is no answer from the next room, and she continues suspiciously in a louder tone.
"You needn't pretend you're asleep."
There is no reply to this from the bedroom, and, reassured, she gets up from her chair and tiptoes cautiously to the dish-closet. She slowly opens one door, taking great care to make no noise, and slides out from their hiding-place behind the dishes, a bottle of Gordon gin and a glass. In doing so she disturbs the top dish, which rattles a little. At this sound she starts guiltily, and looks with sulky defiance at the doorway to the next room.
"Alfred?"
After a pause, during which she listens for any sound, she takes the glass and pours out a large drink and gulps it down, then hastily returns the bottle and glass to their hiding-place. She closes the closet door with the same care as she had opened it, and, heaving a great sigh of relief, sinks down into her chair again. The large dose of alcohol she has taken has an almost immediate effect. Her features become more animated, she seems to gather energy, and she looks at the bedroom door with a hard vindictive smile on her lips. Her eyes glance quickly about the room, and are fixed on a man's coat and vest which hang from a hook at right. She moves stealthily over to the open doorway, and stands there, out of sight of anyone inside, listening for any movement.
"Alfred!"
Again there is no reply. With a swift movement she takes the coat and vest from the hook, and returns with them to her chair. She sits down and takes the various articles out of each pocket, but quickly puts them back again.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?